Hey there. On this night, the spirit was dealing with me, and I'm just going to share this. This may or may not be for somebody who knows, but the spirit was dealing with me on tonight about when you decide to make spiritual decisions and spiritual choices. It's not for everybody. You don't owe everybody an explanation what God told you to do and want you to do. Yes, yes, people going to be wondering, why did you do this? Why did you do that? Why you stop doing this? Why you stop doing that? You don't owe people an explanation, because what the enemy does is he uses people to dive in your spiritual business. And when he does it, he will use people to give their opinions on your spiritual business after you know that you're making this decision for your own good, and you know that you're making this decision to please God, and you making this decision so you can have peace with God and connect with God more. But what happens is people once they stop seeing you do a thing or whatever, they want to know. And of course, they're going to be curious and want to know. But when it come up to you making your spiritual decision, you don't have to share that with people. And you can even let them know in a respectful way that I'm making some changes, or make this spiritual, I'm making some changes or making these decisions, and I'd rather not discuss that. I'm just going to leave that between me and God, and they got to respect that. And if they don't want to respect what you got going on between you and God, that's a problem. All right. So even in your own church, if you made decisions, even in your own church, it's nobody's business. It's nobody's business why you make decisions in your own church, where you stop doing this and you stop doing certain things in your own church. Now, all right, granted, you have respect for the pastor. And if the pastor want to know, sister this or brother this, I noticed this or whatever, and I'm just curious. The pastor's the only one. But even with that, you can let the pastor know that this is a decision that's between you and God, and you have respect for him, so you're going to share it with him or whatever, but you just rather not get out. But I'm telling you, it gets messy when you start telling people why you did what you did, for God or whatever. People don't understand why you're making the decisions that you make. And what happens is people will debate you. We got to be really careful while we make decisions, because people will debate you on a decision that you made to better your spiritual life and with God. If God is okay with it, nobody else's opinions matter. So we got to be careful sharing our spiritual decisions with people. Take care.